I still remember the sound of the rain that night. It wasn't dramatic or violent, just steady, indifferent, like the universe had no interest in the fact that my wife hadn't come home. It was after 2 a.m. Every time passing headlights swept across the living room wall, I'd look up, expecting her car in the driveway. It never was. A week earlier, she'd mentioned a workplace gathering. Just a little get-together, she'd said casually, brushing her hair behind her ear. Most of marketing will be there, even my boss. And I believed her. 8 years in, trust feels automatic. You don't monitor what you think is safe. By 3, her phone started going straight to voicemail. My last text, you okay? Never delivered. The rain eventually faded as night bled into morning, leaving a sharper, more hostile silence inside the house. And inside me, at 7:12 a.m. the front door opened. She stepped inside with her heels dangling from one hand, hair tangled, lipstick smeared, eyes glassy. I didn't speak. I just stared. She froze when she saw me still awake, still sitting on the couch in the same clothes. Hey, she whispered. Didn't want to wake you. I smiled, a tired, hollow kind of smile. You didn't have to. I never fell asleep. Her eyes shifted, hunting for an explanation that didn't exist. Well, after the party, we went for drinks. I didn't realize how late. She cracked halfway through. She always did. Lying was never her strength. Once, that made her charming. Your boss was there too? I asked. She hesitated just a little, then nodded. Yes, everyone was. Good, I replied. Then he'll understand the invoice. Her brow folded. Invoice for the Uber I'm about to take to go pack your belongings. All the color drained from her face. What are you talking about, Michael? I stood, keeping my voice low and controlled. No riddles. Not at 3 a.m. Not after 8 years. You left here last night as my wife and came back as someone I've never met. Her mouth trembled. It's not what you're imagining. Then tell me what I should imagine. She opened her mouth. Nothing came out. Just silence. The kind that suffocates. I turned away and poured the coffee I'd brewed hours earlier. It was freezing and bitter, perfect for the moment. She followed me. Please, can we talk? Talk about what? I asked without looking up. That you shut your phone off? That you walked in after sunrise? Or should we talk about how your boss's watch was sitting in your passenger seat? She gasped. Her hand flew to her lips like she could shove her guilt back inside her throat. I already called him, I said quietly. Told him I found his Rolex. He didn't even flinch. Just said, oh thanks man, like it was normal. Tears pooled in her eyes. I didn't feel anything. No rage. No heartbreak. Just a deep, exhausted certainty. I set the mug down. You chose this, Sarah. Now I'm choosing differently. She reached for me. Please don't walk away. I stepped back. You walked away first. I grabbed my jacket, took my keys, and left her on the floor whispering my name like it had power. The sun was rising, soft gold, but I felt no warmth. Only clarity. At work, I opened my laptop. Typed one email. Subject, her name. To her company. A simple note. Thought you should know what your senior marketing executive was doing with her manager last night. See attached. It wasn't anger. It wasn't revenge. It was an ending. A full stop. When I hit send, nothing exploded. The world simply became still. Her first text came 20 minutes later. Michael, what did you do? Then another. We can fix this. Then another from him. You're going to ruin everything. That one actually made me freeze. You're going to ruin everything. Not I ruined everything. Even in exposure, she refused responsibility. That's when I knew I did the right thing. By noon, the phone wouldn't stop vibrating. I ignored every call while I packed a single duffel bag. The house, once warm, now looked like a crime scene. Every framed memory suddenly felt like evidence. At 2 p.m. someone knocked. Melissa, her closest friend. Eyes wide. Panic all over her face. Michael, what happened? She said you sent something to her office. I did. That's brutal, she whispered. You could have just left. I tried leaving emotional months ago, I said. She never noticed. Melissa swallowed hard. She said it was a mistake. Most betrayals are. She left soon after. I locked the door behind her. Final. That night I got an email from HR. Thank you for your report. We will be conducting an internal inquiry. I didn't feel triumph, but I felt no guilt either. There's a thin line between forgiving someone and abandoning your own dignity. She crossed it. When she came home that evening, her face was ruined from crying. You got me fired, she choked. No, I answered calmly. You did. I just stopped protecting you. She collapsed onto the couch. You could have talked to me first. You didn't have to destroy me. Destroy you? I repeated quietly. I spent years holding you together. I just let go. She sobbed harder. It was one mistake. One night doesn't end a marriage, I said. But hiding it does. I'll go to therapy, she pleaded. I'll fix it. Please. I shook my head. You can't rebuild something that ceased to exist last night. The silence that followed wasn't heavy anymore. It was simply final. I picked up an envelope and handed it to her. Inside, the divorce papers. You had these ready, she whispered. No, I said. I printed them this morning. I walked to the door. You'll survive, Sarah. Just not in my life anymore. Outside, the air felt cleaner. I didn't feel shattered. I felt free. A week later, I moved into a small apartment by the ocean. Small. Quiet. Mine. Some evenings I'd sit on the balcony and listen to the waves. And I realized something. You can lose yourself trying to rescue someone who has no intention of being saved. A month passed. Then one text from her. I hope you're happy. I typed back. Not happy. Just at peace. And I sent it without a tremor. Because the real closure wasn't the collapse of her career, or the truth finally being exposed. Closure was this. I no longer needed her apology to heal. Sometimes the most devastating revenge isn't destruction. It's freedom. And the morning the sun rose over the ocean, painting everything gold, I finally understood what peace feels like.